All right, let's talk about the golden path to financial independence. What we're looking at today is a full-on systems analysis of this framework. It's basically an engineering blueprint, a 13-step process designed to take you from being financially dependent to being completely autonomous. Let's get right into it.
So, does this feel familiar? You've worked hard for years, you do all the right things, but there's this nagging feeling that one unexpected bill, one bad month, could just topple the whole thing. You feel like money is something that just happens to you instead of something that works for you.
And that feeling, well, the framework has a diagnosis for it. On the left, you've got chaos. It's that reactive, stressful state where you're just putting out fires all the time. But on the right, that's the goal, a proactive system. And this is so key. The core idea here is that this isn't some personal failing. It's a system design problem.
So who's the engineer behind this blueprint? This is the work of Tamir Khaham, who the framework calls the architect. He's the creator of the Golden Path to Financial Independence YouTube channel, and interestingly, he's also the official Hebrew translator of the classic book, The Richest Man in Babylon. So you've got this really powerful mix of modern systems engineering and timeless financial wisdom.
This right here, this is the core philosophy. Financial instability is not a moral failure. It is a system design problem. When you start looking at your finances like an engineer, everything changes. Your income, that's an input. Your expenses, those are loads on the system. And debt, well, that's just friction, slowing the whole machine down. So the solution isn't just to try harder. It's to engineer a better, more efficient system.
So who exactly is this system designed for? Honestly, it's for anyone who wants to make that jump from financial dependence to asset ownership. The framework calls this a shift in your identity. See, you might start out as a time-dependent employee, where your income is directly tied to the hours you work. The goal is to evolve into a system-dependent asset owner, where your income is generated by the systems you build, not the hours you clock.
Okay, this next point is absolutely crucial. Financial independence is not the same thing as wealth. So many people chase this vague idea of being rich, but this system is way more precise. Financial independence is a specific, engineered target. It's the exact point where your passive income covers all of your expenses. It's about freedom. It's about owning your time. That's goal number one. Wealth, that big pile of surplus cash, that can come later, almost as a byproduct. This strategy is about engineering your independence first.
So the whole system is broken down into a 3-stage architecture. And to make it stick, just think of it like a rocket launch. Stage 1 is all about building the foundation, getting the launch pad ready. Stage 2 is the launch sequence itself, where everything has to fire in exactly the right order. And Stage 3, that's achieving orbit, where you finally break free from the pull of financial gravity. Let's break down each stage. Stage 1 is the psychological foundation. It starts with step 1, shifting your entire identity from an employee mindset to an asset owner mindset. Then comes step 2, defining your mission with a super clear metric called the FI index. Now, this isn't some vague dream like I want to be a millionaire. No, it's a precise monthly calculation. You take your total passive income and divide it by your monthly expenses. That number becomes your North Star, your GPS for the entire journey.
Next up is stage 2, the launch sequence. This is a series of 8 steps that are all about building rock-solid financial resilience. And the order here is everything. You start by mapping your finances, building a budget. Then you stabilize your cash flow, build a saving habit, and get an emergency fund in place. See? Only after that solid foundation do you start to attack bad debt, automate your money, and wrap it all up with risk management. It's a precise sequence designed to create stability before you even think about growth.
So, once that resilient launch vehicle is built and ready, you ignite stage 3, achieving orbit. Step 11 is a huge one. You acquire your very first income-producing asset. This is your proof of concept. It shows you the system works. From there, step 12 is all about diversification, building out multiple income streams. This is what finally removes that dangerous single point of failure of relying on just one job. This is what puts you on a permanent trajectory toward financial freedom.
Now, you're probably wondering, what about step 13? Here's the brilliant part. Step 13, continuous focused learning, isn't the last thing you do. Think of it as a parallel backbone. It's the guidance system for the rocket that runs alongside every single stage, from 1 to 12. It's the constant intake of knowledge that allows you to steer, to adapt, and to make sure your rocket stays on course instead of just flying blind. So, let's put it all together. What are the big takeaways here? First, real financial independence starts with your identity and with learning. Second, and this is so important, resilience must always, always come before growth. Third, that learning isn't just a step, it's the backbone of the entire system. And finally, the ultimate goal isn't just to check off a list of tasks. It's to build a fully integrated financial operating system that you can run for the rest of your life. So the real question is, what's the one thing you can do today to move your own system forward?
If you want to go deeper on any of this, you can find the Deep Dive Golden Path podcast or just visit the YouTube channel at Tamir Goldpath. We definitely recommend subscribing so you can follow the entire 13-part series where he breaks down the architecture of every single one of these steps. And to wrap up, our mandatory disclaimer. Please remember, this content is for educational purposes only. It is not personalized financial advice. There are absolutely no guarantees of results, as success really depends on your own execution. You must consult with qualified professionals before you make any financial decisions. The Golden Path is a trademark of Tamir Khaham. All rights are reserved.